It's Greg, the Uber driver. Today is Monday, July 31st, and just another little comment about dear old Governor DeSantis, my favorite governor of governors in Florida, the only governor in Florida, so he's got to be our favorite. Oh, hell no, he's not. What a loser. And speaking of losers and speaking of bad things coming into Florida, look at inflation. Now, for the longest time, Governor DeSantis was beating up on President Biden, how terrible inflation was. It was this, it was that, everything was Biden's fault about inflation. Well, now look who has the highest inflation in the United States. Who wins the prize? It's none other than our fine Governor DeSantis, the best governor in Florida, and thank God can't run again. And also, thank God, it's not going to the Republican nomination either with the latest polls. If you saw those out today, good old Trump was 37 points ahead of DeSantis, 54-17. What a loser. But back to the inflation, what my little video is about tonight is, did you not see that Florida, the inflation rate is 9%? Here in South Florida, Miami-Dade, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach, the highest in the country, 9%. The inflation rate throughout the United States is only 3%. And guess what? Not to be outdone too much, good old Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater is coming in at third in the country at 7.3%. Now, why is this? Why is inflation so much, like triple the United States in Florida than the rest of the country? Well, let's ask Governor DeSantis. Governor DeSantis, why is that? Well, maybe that we got out of control housing prices because you run all the construction workers off. We've not had enough workers for years. Massive labor shortage been for years in Florida. And now you've run the workers off, so there's less housing being built. And insurance. Insurance in Florida is 4 to 5 times the national average. Why is that? Is it not the insurance company's fault? Oh, Governor DeSantis, no. Let's get this straight. Insurance companies can request increases, but the state has to improve those increases. And let's see, who is that in Florida? Many states it's the Department of Insurance, but in Florida it's called the Office of Insurance Regulation. You appointing the commissioner and the board of this agency. They have to approve all of the increases in cost for insurance increases. And also, another factor that goes into this are the laws of the state. Well, you and the legislature rewrote the laws a year ago, supposedly to keep insurance companies in Florida to keep down the rates. And we've seen nothing but the opposite. We saw recently Farmers Insurance announce they're leaving and not renewing their 100,000 policies. AAA Insurance is also leaving. There are multiple other insurance companies that have already left, and a number of others, I think 14, have put moratoriums on writing new insurance policies. So there's few insurance companies to write. Price goes up, not to mention the bad laws and not to mention bad management by you and the Office of Insurance Regulation. So there you have it. These are the big costs. These are the big factors in the inflation, and they're all fall back on Governor DeSantis. Governor DeSantis, inflation is out of control in Florida, and it's your fault. Time for you to start owning up to your mistakes. There you have it.